Good morning. Thank you so much for turning on your device or your screen and joining me for your yoga fit practice, our active recovery day. I hope you're feeling good, feeling well, and ready for the day. So let's get started on your mat. Today's focus is going to be the hips. We will do a lot of squats today. No need for weight. Let's not use weights today. We will focus on the hips and mobility in the hips. Let me turn on some a playlist. There we go. All right. Okay. Let's get started. I would like for you to come to your mat, please, and sit down on your mat. And cross your legs, and let's just start in a seated position. Inhale and reach your arms up and stretch. Feel the arms and the shoulders, and relax the shoulders down. And inhale and reach up. Lift the shoulders up beside the ears, but then draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Clasp your hands and point the palms straight up like that. And then reach forward. Opening up the back. Separate your hands and bring the elbows back. Bend your elbows 90 degrees. And then reach over to the side. Lean over, stretch the side body. Reach back up, pull the elbows back, and lean over to the other side. Reach the hand down. So place the hand on the floor, reach the opposite arm over the ear. Engaging your breath. Inhale. Exhale, reach the arms up, clasp your hands, palms straight up. Reach forward, spread the blades apart. And then separate the hands, elbows back, and reach over. As you exhale, and then as you inhale, reach up straight. Exhale, opposite side, press the hand into the mat. And then lift up, reach up. And now reach the right arm underneath your left arm like this and circle the arms around. Upper back blades spread apart, reach the fingertips, look up at your fingers. And the hands look at your ceiling. And then exhale and round your back. Maybe tap the fingers, the side of the hand to the floor. Feel the lower back right there stretching. And the upper back. Reach up. Now unwind the arms and pull the elbows back. Lean over to the side. Reach over. And then lean over to the other side. Reach the opposite arm over, look up at your ceiling, and then inhale, reach up, place the opposite arm underneath. So left arm underneath, wind the arms around, look at your hands, and then lift up, feel the outside of the shoulders, the medial deltoid stretching, and the blades. There's the back, the upper back. And now again, round the back over. And maybe tap the fingertips to the floor. Inhale and lift up. Open up your arms and reach the elbows back. Lean over to the side again. Reach up and over. And opposite hand on the floor. Draw the shoulder back. Inhale and reach up. Now let's change the crossing of your legs. And add a twist. So reach up and stretch overhead, look up. Exhale, bring the arms behind your back. Clasp your fingers, reach the knuckles towards the floor. So stretching in the front of the body, the chest, the shoulders. I've got my hands clasped behind me, and I'm reaching the hands away from my back, with the arms away from my back. Then unclasp and reach up. Let's turn to the side, put your hand on the outside of your leg and walk your fingers behind the hip. Hi, Maxwell. How are you? I didn't introduce you. I didn't need to introduce myself today. Inhale. Welcome, my name is Kelly, and this is Maxwell. Put your hand on the outside of your other leg, fingertips behind the hip. Uh-oh, I've gotten you. I woke you up. Inhale and reach out, stretch overhead. All right, let's do that again. Hands behind, clasp the fingers. Hold on, come here. Come here. Sit right there. Sit. A good boy. It's a good boy. Reach the arms away from the back. Stretching the chest. Now release the hands and reach up and twist to the side. One side. Hi. Where's your chicken? Inhale and reach up. Turn the other way. Fingertips behind the hip. Okay. Inhale and reach up. Let's come onto our hands and our knees. Right there. So start in table position. And I'll let you out. Thanks for showing up, Maxwell. Bye. So on your hands and your knees, round your back, and then lower down. Look forward. Inhale, round your back. Press the top of the feet into the floor. And then look forward, lower the belly. Neutral spine, look over at your left ankle. So the right side bends. And then look over at the opposite side. And then center. Now lift up your right leg and extend that leg up straight. Abs in. Pull in your core muscles, your ab muscles. Reach the left arm and spread your fingers. Just hold right here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Set your hand down, set your knee down. Opposite side, extend the left leg out straight. Hold, flex your foot back there, right there. And then reach the arm and hold. Spread your fingers for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's stretch the lower back on your shins. Separate your knees. Shift your hips back. Reach the arms and tap your forehead to the ground. Just tap lightly. Then walk your hands over to one side. Right or left, doesn't matter. Side bend in child's pose. Notice the lower back stretch right here. Your glutes sinking towards your heels. If this is uncomfortable for your knees, just lift up a little bit higher until you feel comfortable in your knees. This is creating hip and knee mobility, also ankle mobility. Reach the arms forward. Inhale and then exhale. And then walk the hands forward and come up again. Let's go back to bird dog. So reach the left leg straight, flex your foot, reach the right arm. When you reach the arm, I want you to lift the arm so that it's near your ear, so out of peripheral vision. Then place your right hand behind your head. Pull the elbow back or lift the elbow up. Now, bring the elbow in and touch your left knee right there. And then lift up. So I've got my hand just touching, the fingertips touching the back of the head. Slow and controlled. We'll do that 5 times. Touch and then lift. Touch the elbow to your knee and then lift. So lift that elbow up. Touch the elbow to knee. Let's do that 2 more times. Abs contracted. When you reach and lift, 1 more time. Hold, and set your hand down, and set your knee down. Opposite side. First, lift the right leg straight. And I'm pressing the top of my foot, the left foot into the floor. Spread your fingers, extend the left arm, but then lift the arm so much that you can't see it in your peripheral vision, so it's near the ear. Then place your hand behind your head, right there. Lift up that elbow. Bring the elbow in and touch the knee, and then lift. Straight body, abs in, spread the fingers, and touch. Inhale, when you open up. Exhale when you round the back. Inhale when you open up. Exhale. Inhale. One more time. Exhale. Inhale. Set your knee down. Let's go into downward facing dog. So reach the hips up and back. Walk your feet back, probably a good pace or a good footprint. Shift forward into plank. So measure your downward facing dog by coming into plank and not moving your hands and your feet. Your heel should be over the toes or the balls of your feet. Your shoulders over your wrists. Press into the floor. Lift up the hips. Downward facing dog. Now look forward and bend your knees and go ahead and take several steps towards your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale and stand tall. Reach up. So a variation of a sun salutation with malasana. So I want you to bring your feet out wide and turn your toes out, shoulders back. And look forward. Reach your arms forward to counter the balance. Shift your hips back all the way and lower down your hips, glutes towards the floor. Right there, malasana. Press into your feet. Lift up. Put your hands towards your thighs, toes forward. Flat back, half lift. Inhale and stand tall. Do that again. Turn your toes out. Bring the hands down to the heart. Bend your knees. Knees to go the same direction as your toes. This time we're going to hold for 5. Put your elbows on the inside of your knees. 4. Press your heels down. 3, 2, and then 1. Now turn your toes forward. Hands to your shins, half lift, and stand tall. Inhale, reach up. It's a little variation or modification of a half sun salutation. So let's do that again. Inhale and reach up. Exhale, turn your toes out, bend your knees, press your feet down, squatting down slowly and hold right here for 5 counts, elbows on the inside of the knees. And I want you to press your knees out, so externally rotate at the hip joint. It's a great warm-up before working out to warm up the hips and the glutes, engage the glutes right here. Lift up the hips all the way, and then hands to the thighs. Flat back, half lift. Inhale and stand tall. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. One more time, turn the toes out and sink the hips back, weight back into the heels, lower down, lower down, lower down, and sit in malasana for 5 counts. This time I want you to kind of oscillate right here by moving your knees towards the toes. So that's just creating more ankle mobility, reaching the knees forward of the toes, which is important to do these mobility moves, lowering down into the squat position and then reaching the knee forward, keeping the heels down on the ground, and then press the knees out to engage or activate the glutes right there. So press the knees out for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press into your feet, lift up all the way, and turn your toes forward and reach up. Stretch overhead. Lean over to the side, one side, and then lean over to the other side. Let's start the first series of poses. Inhale and reach up. Exhale, fold over your body with a flat back. So you'll sweep your hands down the center line of the body, then place the hands at the shins, lengthen and look forward. There's half lift. Then place your hands on the floor, step back, right leg, set your right knee down. Low lunge. Inhale, reach the arms up and back. And then exhale, half split. Flex your foot in the front, pull the toes back, press the heel down, then put your foot flat. Now let's go into Scandasana. So I'm going to turn my feet and stay low. Bring the body over to that back foot and then come to the front of the mat right there, just slowly in the beginning, and then turn, press your hands into the floor, reach the left arm up, twist. When you twist, you guys, pay attention to the foot behind you. You want to keep the heel up. Exhale, place the hand on the floor, downward facing dog. So push into the floor, lift that left leg up, downward dog. Go through a vinyasa. So shift forward plank. There's your plank. Lower down. First time, come all the way down to the mat. Let's warm up the spine. Press the top of the feet into the floor. Pull your shoulders away from the mat. Look forward. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up. Step your right foot forward. Set your left knee down to the other side. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Exhale, half split. Ardha Hanumanasana, press your heel down, pull your toes back. My fingertips are just lightly on the floor right there. Lift your heart, flatten your back. Set your foot down flat. Now we're gonna go long edge of the mat, Skandasana. Try to keep your hips low, so turn and walk your hands to the back of the mat very slowly. Press your feet down. Go to the front. And then turn. Here's the twist. Keep your knee up. Reach the right arm up. Twist. Beautiful. Exhale, look down at the mat. Bring that left foot forward and fold. Lengthen and look forward. Exhale and fold. Inhale and stand tall. We'll do that again. Exhale, bring the hands down to your heart. Shoulders back. Soften your knees. Inhale and reach up. Exhale, fold over your body. Lengthen and look forward. This time, step back with your left leg first. Set your knee down. Inhale and reach the arms up. And then exhale, shift back, half split. Warming up the lower body. Set your foot down. Stay low, Skandasana. Walk your hands to the back of the mat. Press your feet down. Walk your hands to the front and turn. Reach the right arm up. Twist. Beautiful. Exhale, plant the hand on the floor. Here's your vinyasa. So press the hands down. Right leg goes back straight. You're in a full plank right there. Lower down, chaturanga, or to the mat, cobra, or up dog. It's either or. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Lift up your left leg. Step your left foot forward. Set your right knee down. Inhale, reach the arms up, low lunge. Then exhale, half split. Flex your foot, pull your toes back. Set your foot down, and then keep your hips low. Turn your body and walk your hands to the back of the mat. Long edge of you're at the long side of the mat. Then we'll bring your hands back to the front. Turn and add a twist. Inhale and reach. Nicely done. Exhale, hand to the floor. Step forward and fold. Inhale, lengthen and look forward. Exhale and fold. Inhale, stand tall. Press your feet down into the ground. Bring your hands to your heart. All right, turn your toes out again. Malasana. Pull your abs in and bend your knees. Sit down all the way. Elbows to the inside of the knees right there. Probably a little more comfortable now that your hips are more warmed up. Oscillate side to side a bit. Reach your knee towards the toes on both. But then think about pressing your knees out as you oscillate, as you press the knees out, rather than letting your knees cave in. So you want to externally rotate the hips by pressing the knees out. Nicely done. Now bring the hands behind the hips and sit down on the mat. Bring your feet forward. A little core work, intermission here. Shoulders back, lean back, and pick your feet up. You can also keep your toes on the floor and keep your hands here. My abs are engaged, even though I've got my feet touching and I'm bracing with my hands. So take a point of contact off. More effort, right? Make sure your back is flat. Next point of contact off the floor. And then more. So there's your core engaged right there. Floint your feet or pull your toes back. So I'm pressing the balls of my feet. That engages my quadriceps so that I've got a little more integrity in the body as I hold boat pose, Navasana. So now let's lower down Ardha Navasana. This is a very challenging position to extend the legs straight and reach your hands towards the toes. Lift back up, boat, right there. Point your feet. Do that again, Ardha Navasana. So a half boat right there. Reach your fingers for the toes, then lift up. Bring your palms together. Stay right here. If you need to, you can set your heels down or your toes down, but point your pointer fingers and cross your thumbs. Reach the arms to one side, and then the other side, and then Ardha Navasana. Straighten the legs, reach the fingers towards the feet, and then lift up again. Hands together, reach side, center, and lower, half boat. Again, up, hands together, 3 more of those. Side, 5 total. Side, center, Ardha Navasana, and back up. Again, side, last one. Hold, Ardha Navasana, lift up, cross your ankles, and come into plank position. Go through a vinyasa, shift forward, lower down, upward facing dog, press the feet into the floor, look forward, exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal your heels right and left. Lift the right leg up, inhale. Turn your toes out and bend your knee. Look up underneath your arm. Can you see your foot over there? So this is a great hip opener, pelvic stretch. Extend the legs straight. Look forward, step your right foot beside your right thumb. Coming into high lunge. Inhale, keep your hips where they are. Reach the arms up. Relax the shoulders. And then place your hands on the floor, straighten the forward leg. Reach the left heel towards the floor. It doesn't necessarily have to touch the floor, but just reach the heel back. Straighten the forward leg. Now keep your hips where they are, long edge of the mat, Scandasana. Walk it to the back and then to the front. Turn your body, face the front of your mat, place the left hand on the floor, right arm goes up, twist. Add to this a side plank. So press your hand down, move the right foot to the center, and then turn your left heel to the mat. And maybe you stack your legs right here. Lift the hips, reach the arm over the ear. Breathe. Now look down at the mat. Lift the right leg, step your right foot forward again. Same thing, inhale, crescent pose. Reach up, stretch the arms overhead. Lift that back heel. Exhale, plant your hands on the ground. So on the same side, straighten the forward leg. Stretch the hamstring. Bend the knee. Keep the hips where they are. Turn your body. Long edge of the mat. Skandasana. To the front. Turn. Reach the right arm up. Twist. Side plank. To the center. Or stack your legs. Reach the arm over the ear. Breathe. Opportunity tree pose right here. Put your foot to the inner thigh. Look at the mat. Now vinyasa, hand to the floor. So 2 rounds on each side. Lower down, upward facing dog. Press the floor away, look forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Lift your left leg up. Turn your toes out. And bend your knee. Look underneath your arm. Can you see your foot over there? Extend the legs straight. Step your left foot forward. High lunge. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Look, pay attention to that back knee back there, the back heel. Should be pointing straight up. Exhale, hands to the floor, and move to the long edge of the mat. And then to the front. Turn here, straighten the forward leg. Coming back to that, we missed that point. Straighten the forward leg, stretch the hamstring, bend your knee, adding the twist, hand on the floor, reach up, left arm up, unfurl the arm, and then exhale, hand to the mat, and coming into downward facing dog. Same side. Adding on the side plank. Left leg forward. Inhale. We'll redo that all the way. Up. Exhale. Hands to the mat. Straighten the forward leg. That's the sequence. Look behind. Now bend your knee. Now keep your hips where they are. Turn your toes to the long edge of the mat, Skandasana. And you want to keep your feet flat. So press the toes down to the front, and here's your twist. So right hand, left arm up, side plank. So foot to the center, or stack the legs right there. Lift the hip, arm over the ear. Beautiful. Inhale, reach. Lift the left leg up, look down, step your foot forward. Beautiful. Crescent pose. Inhale, reach your arms up. Heel up in the back. Exhale. Hands to the mat, straighten the forward leg. Bend your knee, and then long edge of the mat. Skandasana. Side to side. Turn, here's your side plank. So hand on the floor, prop up in the center, turn your body facing the side of the mat, stack the legs. Right there, reach the arm over the ear. Maybe you can tree pose with your leg right there. Look at the mat and face the mat. Here's your vinyasa. Sometimes perspective with difficult poses makes going through the vinyasa with plank, upward facing dog seems so much easier, right? Pedal the heels. Let's go through one more time. Right side and the left side. Lift the right leg up. Turn your toes out. Bend your knee. This time, look at your foot. Find a place on the floor. Set that foot down over on the other side. Lift the hips. Rock star. So drop the head back. Lift the pelvis. Lift the hips. Reach the arm. Look down at the mat. Right arm to the right hand to the mat. Right leg up. And look forward, step your right foot forward, coming into high lunge. We'll add on to this lunge position, similar to the beginning of class, cactus the arms, elbows to the sides, right there. Square your hips towards the front of your mat. Pull your elbows back. Inhale and reach. Exhale, hands to the mat. Straighten the forward leg, look behind you. Bend your knee, and Skandasana, stay low. Press your feet down. Walk it to the front of your mat. Turn your body, side plank. So press your hand down. Move the foot to the center or stack the legs. Just try. Repetition for proficiency. Arm over the ear, lift the hip, and then look down. Right leg up. Step your right foot forward. One more time. Inhale and reach up. High lunge. Exhale. Cactus the arms. Elbows bent to the side. Hands to the mat. Straighten the forward leg. Bend your knee. Walk it to the side. Keep the hips low. Walk it to the front. And turn. Here's your side plank. And remember, It helps to spread your fingers and move your hand just slightly forward of your foot. If my hand is here, that's a much harder place to start from. So you need to move your hand forward. I, in fact, line my thumb up with my big toe. And then I start to press into my hand, my fingers, and tip my heel over, and then stack my legs right there. Reach the arm over the ear. And it's a lot more effort to try to tree pose this. Pressing my hand into the floor, reach the hand over the ear, arm over the ear. Now look down, stack the legs, face the mat. Vinyasa, effort, upward facing dog, push the floor away. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side, inhale, left leg up. Turn your toes out and bend your knee. Rotate your foot and spot where you're going to place your foot. You got to know where you're going to land, right? So as I do that, I'm going to lift up my left hand off the mat and then turn my body facing the ceiling. Straighten the right leg, reach the left arm up, rock star. And then unflip, lift your left leg up, three-limb dog. Look forward, step your left foot forward. So we're going to do it 2 times on this side. Inhale, high lunge, crescent pose. Elbows bend, right there, goalpost arms. Look down, hands to the mat, straighten the forward leg. Reach the right heel towards the floor. Bend your knees. Keep your hips low. Turn your feet, Skandasana, to the back of the mat. Press your feet down to the front of the mat. Turn, hand on the floor, and twist. Reach up. Go to the edge of your foot, and then stack your legs or kickstand in the front like this, right here. Reach over the ear, lift the hip, breathe, lift the left leg, bring that left foot forward. Take some time to work on that. Going through the sequence again. Inhale, crescent pose. Exhale, elbows to the side, pull back, opening the chest, hands to the floor, straighten the forward leg, standing split, and then turn, long edge of the mat, Skandasana, to the back, and then to the front, and here's your side plank, last time. So hand on the floor, turn your heel, foot to the center, or stack, spread your fingers, reach the arm up, maybe you tree pose this position, foot to the calf or foot to the thigh, look down, and your last vinyasa, right here, lower down, upward facing dog, press the floor away, exhale, downward facing dog, pedal your heels, and then set your knees down on the mat, child's pose. So separate your knees, bring your chest between the legs, and tap the forehead down. Breathe. Breathe out. Inhale and exhale. Lift up your head. Walk your hands in and come to a seated position on your mat. 90-90 stretch. The forward knee, 90 degrees. And the side knee, 90 degrees. So you know what a 90-degree angle is. Press. So this is a great way to stretch the inner thigh muscles, the hips, and keep mobility in your hips and lower back, right? So press this knee down at the same time. And then lift your hands up so you're just holding your posture with your strength. So actively engaged right here. Bring the hands in front of the shin and just lean forward right there. Similar to going into half pigeon pose, but don't extend the leg back straight. Just stay right here. And then lift up right there. And now we're just going to lean over. So my left leg is to the side, so I'm going to lean to the right over here. Put my I'm placing my hand on the floor, draw my elbow in, and reaching the left arm up and over the arm, or the arm over the head, arm over the ear. Draw the elbow in, shoulder back, abs contracted, press the knees down at the same time. And then reach up and over the opposite direction. I'm going to grab my knee and use that as leverage to reach up and over the other way. Pull the shoulder back, inhale, and then exhale. Press the knees down, inhale, exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. Now bring your arm over, and now you're just going to lift up this side leg and bring it over, place it on the outside of this knee, pull this heel in, and now Lord of the Fishes pose. Bring the right arm around the leg and then fingertips behind the hip. And you want to pull the toes into the floor right there, press your foot into the floor, and if you can draw that ankle in, pull it up towards the middle of your quadricep and pull the leg in and sit up tall, sit up really tall, and walk your fingers behind, look over your shoulder. Then maybe you can reach this hand around and grab the thigh over on that side. Breathe in and breathe out. Shoulders back. Sit up tall. Feeling the stretch in the hips, the outside of the hips. Inhale and then exhale. One more breath. And then face forward. Uncross your legs and tip the knees the opposite direction. So right here, 90 degrees, opposite leg 90 degrees. Excellent stretch for the hips. Inner thigh, groin, right here. Press the knees down, and I'm flexing my feet right there. Look forward and smile. Hands up, right there. Breathe. Press the knees down. Relax the shoulders. And now you're just going to lean to the side over here and reach the arm up and over the ear. Press the knees down, abs in, and then sweep up and over and grab your knee right there and pull. Use that as leverage to pull your body over. Feel the side over there. Drop your shoulder or bring the shoulder back. Abs in. Excellent. And then stay right here. Now you're going to pick this leg up. Try to use your strength to do that. Bring it over. And then hug the heel in here to the glute. And place your foot on the floor flat. Maybe you can bring the foot up closer to the middle of the thigh. Keep pressing that foot down. Pull the toes to the mat there. Right? And then grab your leg. Use that as leverage to turn your body. So adding to the twist. Fingertips behind the hip also. Press those down. Look over your shoulder. And then try. Reach down. Can you grab your pants or the thigh in the front over there? I can slightly grip my thigh in the front on that other side. And then draw the shoulder back. So shoulder release right here, or shoulder stretch internally or externally rotating at the shoulder joint as you reach around. Now unbind, look forward right there, bring your feet together, seated on the mat, wide angle bound pose. So the bound part. Lean in and then reach the arms underneath. Just try and grab your feet and then drop your head over, stretch the back of the neck. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. So I find that often my shoulders are lifted up towards my ears, so I have to consciously be aware of that and draw the shoulders down. So relieving stress. So there's good stress and bad stress, of course, and trying to
Pay attention to the good stresses that keep your body energized and working well. Now lift up, unbind right there, and lie down on your mat. Couple of final poses. Glute bridge, put your head on the floor. I like to always finish class with this good cooling down pose. This is what is classified as a cool down pose. Place your hands on the floor. And before you lift your hips, you guys, I want you to do this. Just take a moment. Feel your body. If you haven't gotten this recently in my classes, the appropriate way or the best way to lift up the hips and glute bridge, whether you're doing yoga or whether you're doing strength training, is the key thing is you need to tilt the pelvis. So I just did that. So if you look up here, tilt the pelvis by pressing the lower back into the floor. So once you do that, then I want you to press your shoulders down, right? So, and you can even pick your shoulders up and pull them towards each other, and then re-engage the lower back to the floor or tilt the pelvis, then lift up your hips right there. And if your knees feel discomfort, turn your toes out. It's okay, you can do that. Everybody's different hip shape, different placement of the femur and the hip sockets. So then lift up a little bit higher and bring your arms underneath your body. Place your hands together. Glute bridge right here. Abs in and tilt the pelvis. It feels so much better to do that. Now lift up higher. Lift the pelvis towards the sky, but keep tilting the pelvis. Feel your thighs stretch right there. The flexors. Press the edge of the hands down into the ground. Actively engaged. Take 5, 4, 3, 2, then 1. Unclasp your hands. Lower down your hips all the way to the floor. And then place your right ankle on your left knee. Bring those legs in. Reach your hands through and around the hamstring. Pull the legs in. Press the right knee away. Flex your foot and rotate. Rotate the other one. Rotate the other direction. Place your left foot on the floor. Reach the arms out like a cactus, like the beginning of class, the middle of class, and now finishing. Knees over to the side, cactus the arms, look over to the left. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, lift up, change sides. Supine pigeon pose, flex your feet, reach through and grab the hamstring, body parts. Rotate your feet, other way, and then hold. Set your left foot on the floor, cactus the arms, and then knees over to the side. Look over to the right. Close your eyes for a moment. And lift the knees. Set your foot on the floor. Bring both knees into your chest. The counter pose to malasana on your back, happy baby, or the complementary pose. And rock from side to side, happy baby. You did it. You're finished your active recovery session for today. If you feel like you want to do some strength training, I'll tell you what you can do. And then hold right here. Bring your knees into your chest and cross and roll up. So the suggestion, if you want to do some strength training today, some light strength training, body weight only, if you have a TRX or have a gym where there is a TRX, take your phone with you. And I did a TRX full body workout that lasts, it's a 30-minute workout. and I posted it on the feed, the Fit by Kellie feed. It's also on YouTube. So go find it. It's a great workout. I felt my body after I produced that recording or that workout, and in a very good way. So give it a try. It's called TRX 21s. So I'm going to produce 21 TRX videos to follow along and learn to use the TRX. All right, so let's close class by bringing your palms together. Bring the edge of the thumbs to the brow in gratitude, the edge of the thumbs to the heart in thanks. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Great time. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I'll see you again next time.